is up, y'all? Welcome to the weekly look ahead for the week of March 30th. Hopefully everyone is doing all right this Monday. A little bit casual today because casual Monday. We're all stuck at home. It's okay. Rocking the Watsky t-shirt. So it's rare that you'll see me this informal, but I figure, you know what? We're getting to that point. That's all right. So hopefully you guys had a pretty good weekend. Last week was really, really good. It was a lot of fun. Had some really cool live streams, some more successful than others as far as the actual game, whether it was successful or not. But if you guys haven't seen those, definitely recommend going and checking those out. That was definitely a good time. So this week, we have a slight deviation from it being entirely solo week, so looking forward to that, and a little sneak peek on something that's going to be coming next Monday, as well as something that may be coming later today. So, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so what do we have this week? Well, officially, what do we have this week? Starting tomorrow, Tuesday, noon. So everything here is going to be in the afternoon with one exception this week. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, daylight savings has happened across the pond. So you guys are now back to 6 hours ahead of us here in the Boston area. So Tuesday, tomorrow at noon Eastern, which is 1900 GMT. A moment. Yep. I think it's 1700 GMT, isn't it? Noon here. So 5 hours, 1700 GMT. That's 1800 CEST, I guess technically it would be. King's Dilemma. So it's going to be just me and just you. And collectively, we are going to go through this game. I don't care how long it takes us, but we're going to do it collectively. Me and the herd, we're going to see how this works. We're going to have a good time. I haven't played it because we're going to be doing it together. I will be familiar with the rules. So collectively, we'll be going through that one together. So looking forward to that. So be sure, tune in at noon tomorrow Eastern time. Then on Wednesday, hey, it's April 1st. But we can't do what we were planning on doing. So instead, since Rainer can't be here, who was going to be a big part of this, we decided, you know what? This was pretty successful and a good time last week. Let's go ahead and bust this out again. Escape Tales, but this one, low memory. So that's going to be Wednesday, April 1st at noon. That's, I think, 1700 GMT, 1800 CEST could be. Anyway, you get the idea. Noon, here, figure it out. All right, go from there. We're going to be doing the intro again on this one. So if you joined us last week, it's going to be similar but completely different. All right, so there's that. All right, so then after that, on Thursday, Hands in the Sea. Might be asking yourself, wait a minute, Hands in the Sea is a two-player game. You would be correct. Andrew's going to be coming over. So we're going to be busting this out Thursday, April 2nd, 8 p.m., 2000 Eastern time. That is 2 a.m. across the pond, CEST. I know it's late, but you know what? Andrew works during the day from home, and he's got a little youngin' he's got to put to bed. So that comes first. Then we're going to be able to stream this and bring this to y'all. So two-player, Hands in the Sea. This is an evolution. This is from designer Daniel Berger. And it's an evolution of A Few Acres of Snow system. So if you're familiar with that system, this will feel familiar, but it's going to be completely different. And it takes place in the Punic Wars. Sign me up. That is my jam as far as time period of history. Same with Andrew. Should be a good time. We'll have a couple plays under our belt. I haven't played this in a while, but we're playing it this week, so looking forward to that. Thursday night, 8 p.m. Be sure to join us for this one. Then on Friday, you know what? During the Ask the Elephant, a bunch of people were like, hey, you know what solo game I'd really like to see you guys play? Freedom, the Underground Railroad. And by you guys, you mean this guy? So let's go ahead and do it. It's a co-op. But if you're going to do a co-op, do it solo. So now it's a solo. That works. So Freedom, the Underground Railroad from Academy Games, Friday, April 3rd at noon. back to that. So 1800 CEST, full teach, playthrough, all that. And then another one that came up from the Ask the Elephant last week, Saturday. I would argue this is kind of the biggest game of the week. I think so. Yeah, I think so. So Field Commander Napoleon, Saturday, April 4th at 1500 Eastern Daylight Time. That is 3 p.m. That's 9 p.m. across the pond. The reason I'm trying to change up the times a little bit is if somebody is just completely locked down at noon during the week because of work and they just cannot, screw off work and come and join me and y'all and hang out with us. So maybe 3 p.m. on a weekend might be a little bit better. Plus we have the 8 o'clock show on Thursday. So yeah, there we go. That's everything that is officially scheduled for this week. That is a week chock full of content, I would argue. All right. So yeah. All right. So there's that. Let's see what else might go on this week. Oh, well, I've been talking about this. This isn't going to happen this week. But what might happen later on today, at some point, later on this evening maybe, we do an overview of it. Break it out, lay out the board, kind of talk about it a bit. So maybe we do that later today. I don't know. If we do, I'm not going to promote it. I'm just going to do it. And if so, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification. This way, whenever I do go live on secret stuff like this, you guys get notified. Or you could go one step further. Join the herd. Go to pledgehc.com. All the patrons at the $5 and up level get access to the Slack channel. That's where I make little secret announcements about an hour before I go live so that patrons know about that stuff, because there should be benefits to supporting the show. That's a little one, but it definitely happens. So there you go. Then next week on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern at 0100 CEST, we're going to have a 3-player sponsor live stream of, let me grab the box, Excavation Earth for Mighty Boards. So this was one of the 4 games that was supposed to be done when David Turtsey comes to town. Unfortunately, he's not coming to town because, well, obviously, right? So, unfortunately, it's going to be me, Jess, and Derek. Going to be playing a 3-player game of that on Monday. So I figure I would at least give you guys a little heads up on that one. All right. So that's what we have this week. It's funny. No matter what I do, there's always people complaining, oh, why aren't you doing this game? It's only so many days in a week. I'm working on it. We're getting to it. We'll get to it. Any news on the next podcast episode? Inquiring minds really want to know. Yep, it's coming. What it's going to be? Not going to say yet. So, there we go. Oh, yeah, no faux hawk today. I'm just trying to mix it up. That's all. All right? It's the first time you guys haven't seen me in a faux hawk in a long time, but you probably will later on today. So there's that. All right, there we go. Have a great rest of your day. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification in case we go over D-Day at Omaha Beach later on today. I'm not promising we will, but I'm going to say it's probably a good likely chance that we do. So, if so, either be a member of the herd or hit the bell notification. I'll catch you guys then, or noon on Tuesday for King's Dilemma. Take care, y'all. Hold on one second. I'm going to address one of the questions that just got asked. John says, why are people coming over when we are all supposed to be apart to keep everyone healthy? Let me address that, John. So let's see. I haven't seen any person other than Jess and my mailman in a couple of weeks. Did go to the grocery store, I guess. What, 2 weeks ago? A week ago? Something like that. Anyway, Derek hasn't left his house in 2 weeks. Jess hasn't left her house other than to come over here in about the same amount of time period. Andrew hasn't left his house in about 2 weeks, and he gets all his groceries delivered. So if we're going to be around anybody, we're not going to be around anybody that's actually going out and about. So the rest of our group, they're all social distancing, as are we. But as far as that inner circle, we're kind of already been around one another, and we're not around anyone else. So I think we're still doing a really, really, really good job of social distancing and making sure we're not infecting anybody else. Yeah. So there you go. Hopefully that answers that question and takes care of that. So hopefully there you go. All right. Now for real. I'll see you guys either later today or tomorrow at noon. Later, y'all.